what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. You already got me, baby.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Chargers take over first down position at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. And his first pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run here on 1st down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have it as he records the first interception of his young career. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Yellow. 57.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Butker on now to kick this one away. Wow, bringing it out from the back of the end zone here. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll only get out to about the 7 before going down. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 3rd and 14.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He lofts it deep left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field. Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Hey, I understand why this crowd and these fans were celebrating a touchdown, but not so fast. Catch, yeah, that looked good, but you got to get both feet down too.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Oh, quick throw here, left side. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Go. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Lad McConkey. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's out the clear. The 50. The 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 21-0 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They have 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Throwing on first is Herbert. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep. Oh no, they get him yet again. He breaks the tackle. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. Seeing every throw, anticipating these routes.
They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 5-9.
Another try following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they pick him off again. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. All right, Brock, I try never to ask this, but I just feel like in this situation, do we even need to play a second half today? What do you think?
Kate, you should never have asked it. Because if Frank Reich and those Buffalo Bills had that thought, they would have never come back against those Oilers in a playoff game.
Really good point. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Home trips right. Set.
From the 32. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Hey, Ray.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Secures this at the 17. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
12. Set.
Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Five nine.
Going right side. Harris with it. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Set. Go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. It's the Chargers. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Herbert from the gun. He beams one deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Shotgun snap to Herbert. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now for Herbert. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. 4th and forever coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Absolutely crushed his first punch, and here's another huge one. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Caught by his back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Yellow. 15.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Drop right. Hey, ram. Set.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And they pick him off again! And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep. Big gain downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That's caught. He found some space. Into the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut into the lead by another point. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Mahomes trying again here on second and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Still on the move, throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now it's Mahomes. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this in. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Looking right, and he finds him. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Putting a receiver in motion. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Give now to the running back. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Chased out to his right. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
A second down throw for Mahomes. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Chargers have it to start the 4th in a game that seems pretty far out of reach. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
It's Herbert once more. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Play action, Mahomes. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. He's trying another one deep. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. Butker to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. And they pick him off again. That is Lewis Seen. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. Butker to try the point after. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.